Keeper is out in theaters, new horror film from Osgood Perkins, who previously made Gretel and Hansel, Longlegs, and The Monkey. This stars Tatiana Maslany and Rossif Sutherland. Maslany plays Liz, a woman who has been in a relationship with a guy for close to a year now. And he has just invited her for their first weekend getaway at his cabin in the woods. She goes, and immediately strange things begin occurring in the cabin and around it, in the surrounding forest. Weird sounds, weird sensations, increasingly making Liz feel paranoid about what's going on. So every time Osgood Perkins makes a new movie, I'm kind of excited for it, and almost every time I'm let down. They end up having very good visuals and some interesting ideas, but the execution is varying degrees of disappointing. And this, unfortunately, is his weakest film yet. There are three main problems with the movie. One, the entire first half, I was thinking, well, the movie from minute one implies that this weird guy is probably some kind of serial killer and he's out to get Liz now. So, because it's that obvious, I wonder what the film is going to do to surprise me, to turn that on its head. Turns out, nothing, and it just follows exactly what you expect, completely predictable. Number two, there are significant pacing problems where the first half is kind of interesting in how it builds tension, but then the second comes to a screeching halt once we have the scene with the exposition and backstory reveal. And once we have that, it kind of becomes really boring and drawn out. And finally, three, I think in order for a story like this to work, you need to make me buy into this relationship early on. But instead, Rossif Sutherland gives a performance that is best described as an alien pretending to be a human being. He is strange, off-putting, awkward, and his negative chemistry with Tatiana Maslany makes you wonder, what is she even doing here? Why are these two people in a relationship and for a year? I kept thinking, no, 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 no. This isn't a real situation. I don't believe any of this, which is a problem because it distracted me from just watching the movie. Now, I did read some interesting interpretations online about how this movie is supposed to be about toxic masculinity and how even a capable woman falls victim to that because she wants to conform and maintain appearances and be comfortable and taken care of. But I feel the movie doesn't make those points come across in a good way. And even if you make an argument that it does, it still doesn't remove any of the problems that I talked about, which makes this just a boring, unpleasant viewing experience. Tatiana Maslany is pretty good in the middle part of the film. There are some interesting visuals, there are some interesting thematic ideas, creature design, and so on. But overall, it falls flat. I don't recommend this one.